Hi, so in this activity we have some argumentative questions. There are 5 questions, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. The first one says, if a company continually ignores customer feedback beyond simply falling behind competitors, what broader implications will this have for its innovation pipeline and long-term brand reputation? So, I think that if a company continually ignores customers' feedback beyond simply falling behind competitors, it could suffer serious damage to its innovation pipeline. Innovation depends on knowing what users actually need, and without a serious feedback or a real feedback, you risk launching irrelevant products. Over time, this not only weakens your product offering, but also harms your brand reputation as customers lose trust. The second question says, considering the emphasis on timing in business, if a successful company misses a critical market window for a new product launch, how will this ripple through its financial projections, competitive standing, and even employee morale? I think that timing in business is everything. If a company misses a key market window, the effects ripple far beyond lost sales. Financial projections may collapse, competitors can gain ground, and also employees might feel frustrated because after months of efforts they go like anywhere, or maybe feel unrewarded. So basically, these type of things can actually affect the company's internal confidence, which is very risky. The next question is the third one. This one says, the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the importance of proactivity. If leaders constantly applied the lessons of real conditional thinking from the crisis, what specific new strategies will they implement to build greater resilience against unforeseen global events in the future? I think that the COVID-19 pandemic was a clearly reminder of how important proactive leadership is. If companies apply real conditional thinking from that experience, they'll likely invest more in flexible work models, for example. Also in supply chain diversification, and also more digital infrastructure. In this way, they'd better prepare for future global shocks. I think that is a strategic of resilience, basically in action. The next question says, if businesses heavily invest in digital transformation, specifically automating customer service, what might be the less obvious but significant effects on the company's internal structure, talent needs, and the overall customer experience beyond just cost reduction and faster responses? About this question, I think that heavy investments in automating customer service might save a lot of money, but they also can reshape the company's internal dynamics. I mean, you might need fewer front-line workers, but more tech support staff, or maybe in the area of data analysis. Those talents needs shift, and while customers get faster responses, they might miss the human touch. So I really think that in this type of things, be very careful on the quantity of tech or maybe human touch they might use. Those type of things needs to be in balance so the customer is not affected. The last question says, if a company neglects both employee training and financial oversight, what cumulative serious consequences might it face that extend beyond individual department struggles, potentially impacting its very survival in competitive markets? After all these questions I've been talking about, I think that if a company neglects employee training and also financial oversight, the long-term consequences could be devastating, not only for the company but also for the people that works. I think that beyond individual department inefficiencies, it leads to poor decision making, compliance risk, and eventually organizational decline, which is very, very bad for a company. Based on the things I've been studying about, I think that survival in a competitive market depends on having both skilled people and also a strong systems in place. If those things are not working together, the company is going nowhere basically.